I have to remind myself every cast to pull with my bottom hand. It's like I'll get to casting pretty good. I remind myself to pull with the bottom hand during the forward cast, and lo and behold, I'll get a much better cast. See, I thought about the bottom hand and I pulled with it, okay? So, I mean, you'd think it'd be ingrained, but oh no. It'll help you to reel in some line. Don't shoot any line. Don't shoot a bit of line. And notice that you can just tip cast, and when you just, tip casting is more of how the rod's designed. There's some rods that tip cast good, others that don't. Like try tip casting a Sage Igniter, like the 7-12-6-4. That thing will not tip cast. But some rods you can tip cast with, and I'm not saying that we're tip casting per se. I'm basically saying that if you keep the rod kind of upright and just feel as if you're casting off the tip, then you won't get psyched out and your mind won't get all screwed up and think about casting hard. You'll still think about casting properly. With I like a high rod stop. I like to feel like I'm casting off the tip. Okay, so I like to feel like I'm just casting off the tip with 0 line shot. I'm amazed that if I don't shoot any line and just get a tight loop, practice my loop, the whole cast goes better. So if you can groove the short, easy cast over and over and over again, and then just start your whole lift, sweep, forward cast, all that stuff will stay tight, and then you can get that ingrained in your brain, and when you go to shoot more line, you'll realize that you don't really have to muscle the whole freaking rod. Getting the power out of the butt of the rod is just proper casting. You don't try to muscle it. I do best if I just cast off the tip. Just a little pop, and remind myself that I don't need to overpower the rod. As soon as you start stripping off lengths of line, or at least for me, when I do that, it's like my brain goes into muscle mode, and then I start casting improperly. But if I remind myself a lot to cast by my bottom hand pulling and casting just with the tip of the rod, that happens.